I wish to introduce Mr. Zahid Islam, who happens to be my father and has had the distinction of teaching an American language course of Defense Language Institute, Lackland Air Force Base, Texas, USA, to naval cadets of Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, and Yemen for nearly 18 years at the Technical Institute of Naval Studies at Dammam, Saudi Arabia from 1993 till 2010. Earlier, he has also taught English in the capacity of Instructor Lieutenant, Pakistan Navy, at the Pakistan Naval Academy, PNS Rehbar, Manora, Karachi. As lecturer and later assistant professor grade 19 at SMI University, Karachi, between July 2012 and December 2015, he edited two books written by the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Muhammad Ali Sheikh, namely Sindh Through the Centuries and Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Education, Struggle and Achievements. He also edited Dr. Junaid Ahmed's Creation of Bangladesh, Myths Exploded, published in 2016, and India, an Apartheid State, published in 2018. His last appointment was in the visiting faculty of Pakistan Institute of Management, Clifton, Karachi, where he conducted a 3-month course in Business English for professionals from July 26 through October 16, 2018.
Hello, everybody. This is regarding a course on journalism or those starting to write papers relating to reporting of daily events in their society or in the city where they live. First of all, I would like to recommend this book in particular, Style Guide, The Economist Style Guide. This book is used both sides of the Atlantic, in England as well as in USA. And I read some lines, so this will give you an idea that how it can influence your writing, especially if you are reporting on behalf of some newspaper. Number one, use the language of everyday speech, not that of lawyers or bureaucrats. Use let to permit, people to persons, buy to purchase, present to gift, colleague to peer, and so on. Do not be arrogant. Those who disagree with you are not necessarily stupid or insane. Nobody needs to be described as silly. Let your analysis prove that he is. Don't boast of your own cleverness by telling readers that you correctly predicted something or that you have a scoop. You're not likely to interest people. Rather, you will bore them or irritate them than to impress them. Do not be too chatty and do not try to moralize. There are other books in the market also, especially the one used by the Associated Press. And the full name is The Associated Press Style Book and Briefing on Media Law. There is one by the New York Times also, it's called The New York Times Manual of Style and Usage. Now, the book, which is used by most journalists all over the world at present, contain a number of questions and answers. It's like a quiz, and that gives you an idea that what you should do and what you should not. For example, it's about trademarks. Should the trademarks be capitalized? So whenever you're referring to some trademarks like Band-Aid, Gillette, Ponds, then these words should always be in the upper case. They should be capitalized. Does one twitter or tweet? See, when you're using it as a verb, you say so and so tweeted, so and so tweets. Then, one very important sort of advice is about the use of numerals. When you are using 1 to 9, then you must spell them in words, write them in words. For example, write 9, N-I-N-E. On the other hand, if you're using figures, from 10 and above, these must be in numerals. 10 must be 10, 11 must be 11, and so on. Then the use of AD before the year. Let us say we are trying to speak of the first Islamic year, or first Hijri year starting 622, 622. So we write AD 622. AD, both in uppercase. You can put A dot D dot 622. On the other hand, when you're using BC, that is before Christ, nowadays writers tend to use BCE, rather before Christian era. Then this must be written after. For example, you want to write something about, want to say something about 14 BC, then it is 14 BC, not BC 14. So BC or BCE will come after the year.